Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to create this React calculator, and it's very simple. Today I don't want to concentrate on the CSS part of it. I want this video to be as short as possible, and we are going to concentrate on the functionality. So when you, let me refresh so that you can see this one is our screen. When you press that, multiply by 7, you are going to get answer like so. All right, you can also delete like so, and you can divide by 6. You can have your answer like so. All right, and when you press clear, everything is cleared on your screen. So let's get started. So today we are not going to concentrate on the CSS part of this project, and so I have some CSS built in. So as you can see here, I've imported app.css, and also I've imported the this component here. All right, and I'm just calling that component here. All right, so for the CSS part, you can see I've added all these CSS for our application. All right, and so I'm not going to concentrate on the CSS part, so I'm going to remove that, and so we are going to concentrate on this calculator part, this component. All right, I want to concentrate on the functionality of the calculator and not the CSS. For the CSS part, you can style it the way you like it. All right, so I've called this calculator on my component here, and that's all that is needed. So on this one, you can see I have my screen here, my two screen here. One is for displaying the addition, and one is for the results. All right, and the rest are just the buttons, nothing there. All right, so when I come here and let me refresh, you can see these one are hard coded. All right, and when I click on any button, there is nothing that is working because there is no functionality for the buttons. So the first thing to do is capture these buttons, that the one that are clicked, and we are going to do that by having a function, and we are going to have an event listener. You can say on click. Let's say, let's add this function, add get value like so, and we are going to add this function on every button. All right, not all button, but some. All right, so let's add it here, right here, okay, here. So I'm just adding that function there, so that we can be able to capture those values. Like so. So the last, this equals, we have a different function for that, so I'm going to add that there, and yeah, so I can create that function now, the one that we've just added, get value, and this is going to accept the event. All right, and we're going to use the arrow function. All right, and here we are going to set let value is equals to event dot target dot value, like so, and I can just say alert value and see if it's working properly. All right, so come here, when I click 7, you can see alert 7, 8, like so, okay. So this function are being captured, right, like so. So I can come back here, and we need to use useState hook so that we can set our value. So let's use that useState. I'm going to create, let's call it num, and here it's set right, and we're going to use useState like so, and we are going to have an empty one at the beginning. You can include anything you want here, all right, and you have to make sure that this useState is also imported here, so that you don't get an error. All right, so for this one we are going to put here on this field, you can remove that, and we are going to put the number, right, the number there, like so. Okay, so when you open, you can see there is no number there. If you want to put a 0, you can just do that, like so, and when you open it will be 0, like so. All right, but for me I just want it to be empty. All right, so we need to use this set function to set this number. All right, and before we do that, we need to do some checks, because right now if I do okay, so right now if I do like this and I set number to that value, like so, we are going to have so many errors. So let me show you. You can see when I click there is nothing, that is, you can see I can't add multiple numbers. Okay, so what I can do, it's very simple. I need to set that as a function. I need the previous value, the previous number, then add it to this. So I can use this, I can use an arrow function here. I say previous, right, an arrow function, and I can say that previous plus that value there. And also here you can use the spread operator if you wish. And when I come back here, you can see now, okay, now it's adding correctly, everything is adding. However, you can see when I click this one, you can see that one is not allowed. So how are we going to do that so that this one is not allowed? Also, you're not supposed to have that. All right, if there is no number, you're not supposed to have a plus or a multiplication these numbers. All right, so let's fix that. All right, and to fix that I need those operators. All right, and we are going to create an array of those operators. All right, so let me come here and say constant operators, like so, and I'm going to say it's an array, and the first one you are going to have the addition, then the subtraction, then multiplication, and division, like so, and lastly we are going to have the period, because we don't want the period to we don't want to have this. Let me show you. We don't want to have this like so. Okay, we can't have multiple periods. Okay, we just need one. All right, so we need to check that. So I'll come here and say if, and operators includes our value. Okay, and let's use these logic operators, and our number is equals to empty, or dot includes our value, and dot includes, we need to check if we don't need to have the signs at the end of the numbers. If it's the end, we don't need that. That's why I'm writing this, the second function here. All right, includes, and we need to take this, the number. All right, and we need to use the slice operator method, and we need the last one. Okay, so we don't want to add the multiplication or addition or division sign at the end of the number. So that's this one is function is doing that. All right, and after that I can come here and I can just say return. I can say alert invalid format, like so. And so if this passes this one will be set. All right, so let's go back and see if that works for us. Let's refresh. So when I click 7, okay, plus minus again, you can see invalid format. Okay, so I can add those. Okay, I can say 5. Okay, you can see invalid format. All right, because there is a dot, there is a period there, so you can't add another period. All right, and also you can't add at this, you can see you can't add minus at the beginning of the of your calculator. All right, so that's one is settled. We are now good to go. Now we can just write like this, and we can calculate that. All right, yeah. So the next step we are going to do, we need now the equals sign. All right, we need these one equals, and let's come here and say on click. On click, let's call this function evaluate. Evaluate. Okay, so let's make that function here. Like so, and okay, we are going to use the fat arrow. Okay, so we are going to use the eval function, JavaScript function, and we are going to say let's evaluation is equals to I'm going to use that function like so, and we are going to put our number there. All right, here is one where this, it's number, not num, but number, like so. All right, and I can come here, I can say not even, yeah, I can say alert evaluation, like so. So I can come here and let's refresh. 4 plus 6 is 10. You can see it's working properly. 4 times 5, even that one we can calculate. Right, so let's say 7 times 7, 49. You can see now you are getting that. So what I want is to put that there. So we are going to use another useState, and I'm going to call this one results. Okay, let's call it results and set results. Set results, like so. Of course, we are going to use the useState, right? And at the beginning, I don't need anything, and I can use that results in our screen here. Instead of 9, I can just say results, like so. All right, so we need to set that results, this set results here. So I can just come here and say set results, like so. All right, so it's very simple. So I can come here. Now you can see there's nothing, but when I type like so and say times 9, when I press equals, the result will be there. All right, yeah, you can do minus 3, everything will work. Divide by 5, everything will work correctly. All right, so let me see. Plus, you can see I've added the plus at the end, and when I press equals, there is nothing that is being, because this one is wrong format. All right, yeah. So what I can do, can come here and I need to check. Okay, I'll use this function to check. Okay, to check if it's there, the last number, before I do this calculation. Okay, like so. So if it's the last one, I want to return and say alert invalid format, like so. Okay, this one should be a string, so invalid, like so. So when I put this plus at the end and press equals, you can see invalid format. Okay, so you can see invalid format. All right, so how do we remove? Then let's go to this function whereby I can delete that, the last one, and press equals. All right, so that one is very simple. We are going to set this button here. You can see this X. All right, and I'll say on click event, and let's create a function called delete. Okay, delete last number, like so. So let's create that function here. All right, like so. Right, so we need to delete the last number. Okay, so it's very simple. So we are going to say let's delete equals to that number dot to string, and we need to say slice going to slice the last one, so we can say 0 minus 1. That one we are going to remove the last one, and I can come here and say set number is equals delete that one. And also we need to also set the results, because a number has been deleted and we want to set that result to empty. All right, so when I come here and say like so times 5, like so, I say equals, you can see there is answer there, and when I press that one, I don't want that there, I can click here. Okay, it's not working. Why? Oh, it's not num, it's number. Sorry, it's not num, it's, we are supposed to write numbers, not num. So let's see again. Yeah, now it's working correctly. I can delete and I can say plus 5. Okay, like so. 9, you can say no, I want times 5, like that, you can see. And if I say that, you can see now our calculator is working perfectly. Okay, now let's implement this one there, this one to clear everything, because this one is just clearing a single digit, but I want in case there is a lot of stuff, I want to clear everything when this one is clicked. So let's add a function for the clear. So that one is very simple. Let's find the C, this one. Okay, and this one we don't need even the value. Okay, we don't need that one. So I'm going to say on click, let's say clear. Okay, like so. So let's create that function here, constant clear equals to function, and we are going to have the fat arrow. And this one is very simple. We are just going to set our numbers to nothing, and also our results to empty, like so. All right, so when I come here, I can type anything like so, like that, and when I click clear, everything is deleted. Okay, so it's very simple. When you want to delete a single digit, you can just say it like so. All right, it's very simple. You can clear everything. So far so good, and you can see now our calculator is functioning correctly. There are no errors. Okay, you can divide by 5 like so, which is 9. That is correct. All right, and if I divide by 9, the answer is 5, which is correct. Okay, you can see here. So guys, thank you for watching. That's my calculator, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and see you in the next video.